Hi everyone. It's been a long time. So, okay. So I will start my story. So my story revolves around the accountability of one toward his work. So since childhood, I was very dependent on my parents for everything that I do, or anywhere I go. Unlike my brother, I used to take permissions for everything, small tasks, small things, and which helped me to not get scolded like my brother. So and in my graduation also, I used to live with my father, who used to work on in the same city, and this due to this I never realized what my responsibilities are, and and I was I was not so good in taking responsibilities. So after I joined Kaladkau, I faced many challenges due to this. In the project that I work, so we used to have many tasks which were labeled as critical or urgent. So what I used to do is that I pick one task and completed it from my end and pass it to other for further process, and then I pick another task. So but I was not used to follow up to others if the task is pending on their end, and due to this most of my tasks were stuck in between the processes, and my deliveries were not so good. So so this goes on, and after some time, and one day we got a task which was for creating a feature whose scale was big and the timeline was tight. So our team required some more teammates for the help, and as everyone at that time was busy in the project, so Pankaj and Vaibhav came forward and helped me. I was very excited to work with them, as it was my first time to work with a team, and also because Vaibhav mentored me in my internship, and Pankaj was the one who helped me a lot when I first visited Kaladkau. So I always wanted to work with these two. So so the efficiency of both Pankaj and Vaibhav was very good, and after seeing them, I became confident that we can finish the task in time and deliver it. So and wherever I stuck, I always took help from any of the one, and I overcome that challenge in very short time. And this due to this, my dependency on them increased, and I started taking help from these two very often, very frequently, in small tasks, and rely on them every time. So when I was just thinking about that, everything is going well. So at that time, Pankaj and Vaibhav got some tasks in their projects, and they started working on that as well. Due to this, they were managing multiple things at same time, and there were some delays in the project, and I also got means I also got I also tried to push myself, and as at this point the things were not happening correct, and it has become the point of concern. So Pratik and Tushar, who were managing the projects at that time, suggested that Pankaj and Vaibhav should focus on their tasks in their project, and the rest of the items that were left in my project should be completed by me. So at that time I was very shocked, as I didn't expect this to happen, and and I was blank, like how can I complete it, and I will be able to match the speed that Vaibhav and Pankaj were doing the work. So, and at that time I realized that if I stuck somewhere, or if my work is not getting completed, then it was my responsibility to complete that on time, or to take help from others, instead of just waiting for someone to come and help me. So it was my so I was responsible for my task to get delivered on time. So so I made up my mind, and tried to push harder, and started working on the project. So so I got motivated. I got demotivated many a times, and got frustrated when I got stuck. And at that time, Tushar really helped me a lot. He always he always motivated me about it, and told me that don't worry about the timeline. He will manage it. But I always try to finish the project on time, and put a load on myself. And gradually I finished the project and completed it. It was obvious that I didn't complete it on time, as I was the only one who was working on that. So I didn't match up with this timeline. But I was happy that I was able to complete it, and while being independent, and by taking less support from, or help from others. So this helped me change my thought from that day. And from that day I always try to take responsibility for my all tasks. And now also the project that I am working on, I take the responsibility of the tasks which were assigned to me, and tries to complete it from start to end. If they are pending on someone else, then I used to follow up to them, and tell them to please complete it on time. And yes, so this is it. So this is how I changed my thought.